All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of Pat Moriarty Surf. Today I am comparing my backside turning ability versus the YouTube surf instructor GOAT, Cale Brock's backside turning. Cale Brock probably started making YouTube videos about surfing 10 or so years ago, so I'm about 10 years behind in progress to him, but I'm going to catch up quickly, as you guys can see. So first we're going to show you guys my backside turn. This video was taken a few weeks ago here in Nicaragua, and yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we'll notice off the bat is I take off in the middle of the wave here. And as you can see, there's this nice steep section of the wave. That's some potential energy right there that I didn't use. I sort of just dropped into this not so steep part of the wave. And therefore, I wasn't able to generate enough speed going into my bottom turn. Here, I'm just sort of gliding along the middle of the wave, and I'm not using any angular momentum, so any of my turning ability to generate speed. Ideally, I'd be closer to the peak here, closer to the pocket of the wave. That's where all the power of the wave comes. And I'd be arcing my angle more up down instead of just horizontally perpendicular or parallel to shore. So as you can see, I'm gearing up for the top turn here. And when I do the turn, I remain compressed throughout the entire motion. So my front leg there is bent, which is correct. However, my back leg stays compressed the entire time. What I should be doing is really extending that back leg and using that extension to sort of rebound on the wave. And that would spin the board more this way, and that would allow me to drive down the wave and create more potential energy, sort of increase the slope of the ramp and be able to continually go down the wave, and it would set myself up for another turn. As you can see on this wave, I kind of just did 2 mellow turns instead of having 2 forceful turns. Now let's take a look at Cale Brock's turn here. So I'll play it through once, and then we can dissect it a bit. So the first thing you notice off the bat is he has this little hop step to hike up the wave, generate some more potential energy. And this allows him to then take a steeper angle on the wave. So he hops up, and then he drives down. Notice how in mine, I stayed sort of in the middle of the wave while he drives down from top to bottom. This top to bottom movement allows his rail to engage and the board to generate that kinetic energy coming down the wave. This bottom turn really sets him up to be able to unload on that top section of the wave. Something you'll also notice is he stays here right in the pocket, right by that white water. When a wave is breaking, all the power of the wave is concentrated in the part where the white water is forming. So being close on that corner allows him to generate speed and an impressive turn. While if you remember in my video, I was sort of around here on the shoulder of the wave and not able to generate enough speed. The next thing, as he unloads on that top turn, you'll see him drive all the way out of the water. He gets it nearly half of his board out of the water there and really pushes with that backside foot and completely extends that leg here. This leg goes from being fully compressed to nearly fully extended. And the evidence of that is all this water that's washed up on the outside of the wave just getting thrown out of the water. And this is super impressive that he can do this on a hip-high wave. Usually the more wave you have to work with, the more speed you can generate. And so just being able to generate this kind of a turn on that small of a wave is definitely sort of like the gold standard and something that I'm going to work towards. Beautiful. So to conclude, things I'm going to work on. 1, initially generate speed. So here he was able to hike up in his video, he was able to hike up the wave somewhere around here and then use that steep part of the wave to then go into a bottom turn. So first thing, generate speed initially and queue up a bottom turn. Once I have the bottom turn and I'm gliding up the wave, I'm going to wait longer for my board to rise up on the wave, keep my front leg bent as it is, but then make sure to extend that back leg so I can rebound down the wave and continue riding the wave. Awesome. So that concludes this episode of Pat Moriarty Surf. Hopefully I provided you guys with some entertaining and informational surf content. I think a lot of you guys out there are sort of in the same boat as me, just learning how to surf, and backside riding can be one of the trickier parts. So if you enjoyed this video, got anything from it, or have just been following along, please make sure to like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. I've been getting a bunch of good comments, good direct messages, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for reaching out. It's making this whole thing worth it. So I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. No way, bro.